Welcome back, everyone, to episode 18 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. In the previous episode, we managed to get Strago and Realm involved in the action. We had a fight with Ultros, who keeps showing up for whatever random reasons he has for interrupting our party's journey and progress. And then we went to Thamasa with the full party to begin the peace talks between our people and the Espers, who we did find in the cave right outside of Thamasa. And of course, Kefka showed up and killed Leo, all of his own men, and turned every last one of the Espers that were in the world of balance into magicite, and then sucked them all up because he has gone mad with power. So we are kind of left with a little bit of free roaming before we commit to what's going to be the point of no return for the world of balance. We can go out and teach Strago a bunch of his lore spells, or blue magic, if you will, as well as build up Realm a little bit, give her some magic spells. Her real utility does not come until you get the fake mustache, which, again, I believe you find in the world of Ruin. I suppose I could quickly double-check that just to make sure, but yeah, it's one of those things where the sketchability has a serious flaw in the way it's designed, where she recreates an enemy by painting them and then has them use their own attack against themselves. The problem is, most of the time, the attack that the enemy is going to use is one that they're already either resistant or immune to. So it becomes kind of a waste of a turn to do that, because let's say it's a bomb, and the attack that it does when you sketch it is a fire attack. It's going to heal the bomb. So that would be a waste of a turn. Let's see. Fake mustache. Yeah, we don't get that until the other... Yeah, we get it in the world of Ruin, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that anytime soon. What we can do, however, is we can get back on the airship and do a little bit of exploring. And I have no idea why they put Realm as the lead of the party. Oh, here we go. We got a speaking part. The Imperials were headed for the sealed gate. Said they'd found some statues or something. It couldn't be. Uh-oh. The bad guys have made it to the sealed gate.
Oh, those half-witted Espers. To think they would open the gate for us themselves. The Warring Triad is waiting just beyond that door. I need only to reach out and claim it for my own, and all of my dreams will be fulfilled. Hurry it up!
I think I mentioned it before. I think that performance of the Esper is getting dangerously close to just being Richard Harris from Gladiator. You know, the old dying emperor, basically. What's wrong, Terra? This island. Something's happening. The earth is crying out. Rumble, rumble, rumble. I did record the previous episode last night. My throat is still a little bit raw, so I'm going to be sucking on some tea during this episode. My apologies if you hear ice clinking. Why are the bushes vibrating? I mean, yeah, I get it. Technically, if you had a big chunk of land ripping out of the ground right next to a bush, the bush would probably vibrate a little, but they didn't animate everything else to vibrate. Ooh, the floating continent. A part of the game that's really not all that well explained. Why would the Earth just kind of rip out of the ground like that? And look dramatically different and have enemies you never see anywhere else in it. Well, there they are.
So this is the power of the Warring Triad. With this in my magicite, the world will be mine to command.
The source of our magic, the Warring Triad. Those things? Yeah, those things. The statues that are shooting magic back and forth. Duh. They're said to have turned themselves to stone facing one another. That way, each one's powers would be neutralized by those of the other two. If the three were ever moved out of their perfect alignment, the resulting power imbalance would destroy the world as we know it. What? Can I move? Don't put me right into action. No, we're not heading to the continent. Never mind. First things first, we gotta build a party of people who really, really need to start getting some experience. Look at this. We got a full crew of people who probably all need to start getting a little work in, especially if they haven't learned any magic. I'm not necessarily going to use Mog. He was just the first one I ran into. Alright, so. Of the group... Wow, really? It's just Realm who really, really needs to be in the action. And we're not putting her in the front of the party, jeez. Well, that's a really good look for this heroic squad of characters who are going to take on the Empire alone. They're going to put their 10-year-old girl party member in the lead. What can she do? She paints pictures and they attack people. Let's put her in the lead. No. Gal needs to come along, as well as Strago. Mainly because Strago we're going to be teaching the blue magic to, and we need Gal in order to use a couple of rages that he already knows, and that way Strago can learn them if they actually get used. There's no guarantee that they'll ever actually use them in front of him. And then... it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, pretty much anyone can go. I know I say I should get everyone involved. Setzer's probably at the bottom of that list of people who are going to need to be involved in the group for now. He is not useful. I think we'll go with Sabin. I can't help it. I'm a mark for Sabin. I think he's the best character in the game. He gets to do multi-hit attacks with basically Street Fighter combos, and it's just a lot of fun to put him in the party. I don't think we ever learned the wind attack. We have not, so having him in the party at this point likely means he'll learn that in the very near future, maybe even the next level. I'm not 100% on that. Let's go ahead and do a quick unequip for everyone that's not in the party. And go ahead and equip everyone else. We should already have that. We're not going to put a chain flail on. Well, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Get out of here. Thunder Rod. Until we really are hurting for health, I think I'm going to go ahead and just put on something more useful. Yeah. And then optimize you. As far as spells, I know he had already learned a good chunk of the early ones, but I don't know what else he was missing. Phantom? Yep, Phantom. You were learning healing spells. You're still working on that. Let's see if she had learned her level 2 elemental. No, she had not. And Gal, no idea what he was working on last. Let's take a peek at the magic. Oh, he's pretty much wide open. He can do anything. He already knows his elemental spells. Good. Healing spells. Let's see how he was. Good there. It's really just kind of learning the side stuff, you know, like Protect, Shell, Rasp and Osmos, which he apparently already knew. Stop would be a good one. Stamina is also very good because he can't be used to defend if you activate a rage. So more health, more defense is always good for Gal. So that's probably a good one for him to learn. How much am I actually going to use Protect or Shell? Almost never. There's really just not a ton of fights in this game that are so critical for you to beef up your defense going into that you have to have Protect and Shell activated. Now, that said, there's probably going to be a fight that we're going to try to do so that we can learn the character as a rage in Intangir that will require us to have that option. Have the ability to protect, have the ability to shell, because he uses Meteor, and Meteor does a ton of damage. So I think we're going to do that right off the rip. We're just going to go ahead and head to the Triangle Island, I think is what it's called, and try to pick a fight with the Intangir enemy. That way we can not only get a fight with him, but also he has a blue magic spell. Where is the map? There it is. He has the spell Transfusion. If you don't get him to use it in front of your party, at the very least, if you can rage or leap on him and learn the rage for Intangir, you can have Gal use it, and then you can have Strago pick it up just by seeing it. Alright, so let's see if we can't get a fight with him. Nope, not Leaf Bunny. But that'll give us a chance to swap to a character that might use a spell that he can learn. Let's try the Zombie Dragon. Do I have a Zombie Dragon in the party? Zombie Dragon. Did I not see it? Do we not have a Zombie Dragon? That might be something where I have to go to the Veldt and pick it up. Because, yeah, we don't have it yet. Alright, well, just pick anything. Who cares? Where's my Templar? Fire spell's always good. Easy enough. Yeah, there are at least 2 blue magic spells that you can... Oh, here we go. Alright, so first things first. If we have a character that has stop, we want him to cast it right now. Stop, stop, stop. Nope. Alright, swap to another character. Stop. I see slow. Do we not have anyone in the party that has stop? Oh, that's a problem. Strago, did you learn stop yet? Oh, that's awkward. we don't have anyone in the party who could use stop. Okay, well, let's replan our strategy here. Come on. Come on, jerk. There he is. Alright, so first things first. Cast stop. Magic. Stop. There we go. And then physical attacks only. Just hit physical attacks. And we're going to do Stray Cat, because Cat Scratch counts as a physical attack. And we'll do a physical attack as well. This enemy has a huge health pool, unfortunately, which means it's going to take a little while to actually melt it down to the point where we can... Oh, I should stop doing that. Oh, Lord. Alright, get ready to cast Stop again, because he's going to wake up. Watch, it won't hit. Alright, you're now just assigned to sitting on the sideline. I guess hit. Okay, here we go. A bunch of people are going to get hit real hard. We got to heal. Oh, it missed. That... I didn't know that was an option. Well, that makes things a lot easier. We didn't need to heal at all. Alright, defend. Defend. Get Terra to cast Stop again. Magic. Stop. What we can do is we can swap this out for something that will do physical damage. Let's see. We'll put on a chain flail. Nope. What are you doing? No time to waste. We need to kill this guy. Now, if he gets below a certain amount of health, he'll actually run away. So you want to get him killed before he gets to that point. Uh-oh. Alright, who's gonna die? Realm is probably gonna die. Oh, no one died. Alright. I'll take this opportunity to heal everyone. Oh, good thing he missed. Defend. We get everyone up to full, and then we will try again. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on how much health this character has. Let's go ahead and do stop. Wait, is everyone up? Oh yeah, everyone's up. Alright, stop. Attack. Physical attack. Attack. Oh, big hit. Come on. Big hit. No. Bigger hit than that. We're gonna melt him. He's gonna die. Don't you dare run away, jerk. Ah, boy. Here we go. Does anyone survive? All of them survive. Good, 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 good. Alright, she doesn't know any spells that are helpful here. Go ahead and heal everyone. Use her spell to heal. Now we might want to stop. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we'll skip. Have Terra do stop now. Nope, you're not, Terra. There we go. Alright, stop. You gotta be getting close. Gotta be getting close. Come on, guy. Feeling weak. I know you're feeling weak. Damn, that was fast. I only hit one character. Interesting. Ah, it's over. Cool. Alright, so we beat him. As you can see, you get a ton of AP for killing this character. It takes a lot of time to get it done. But now we have the ability to learn that rage with Gao on the Veld. Now, of course, it doesn't roll very often. It's just like any other character that you fought up to this point in the game. You have to actually go through a cycle of all the enemy encounters in the game that usually go in order of which ones you faced chronologically. That's not a guarantee because you can always sequence break and go to an area that you were meant to go to after an initial area or avoid fights or, you know, cheese the system. But they're all kind of set up in a specific order that kind of matches the flow of the game itself. Let's go ahead and get Terra out of the party and go back to Strago. Yes. We're going to put Sabin in, Realm in, who had to have gotten real close to learning spell with all that AP that we just got. Alright, equip. Well, wait. Before I do that. Yeah, get Terra stripped of all her gear. And I think Strago is already good, yes. I don't think he had any relics, though. Oh, yeah, he did. He had 2 earrings. And did you have Seraph still on? Yes, you did. Where are you on that? 45. Still learning Protect and Stop. I think Sabin learned his spells. He did. So we'll give him Rasp, Osmos, and Shell. That's a good one to learn real fast. Okay. So we beat Intangir. We can, in theory, learn it as a rage on the Veld. We're not going to go there just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to go take a quick side tour over to Mobliz, however you pronounce the name. There's a character there that we had a an interaction with much earlier in the game, and we can actually complete a side quest with them now, if I get it right. I hope I get it right. So we'll find out in a second. Right here. Here comes the best music in the game again. Telling you, nothing beats this song. It's the best. Alright, so the character in question is the wounded soldier that was in the house, I think here. Might actually be back behind this house. Send a letter to Lola for that injured soldier. Postage, Miranda. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let me make sure I'm doing this right. Alright, so the first thing you have to do is you have to send a letter to the wounded soldier's love, wife, you know, whatever she is. You have to pay 500 gil every time you do it. You send the letter, and then you have to leave the house and do one of the following things in order to trigger the next event. Either you have to go to the inn, pay a couple bucks to get a room and sleep. You can speak to one of the shopkeepers in town. Or you can just talk to one of the scholars in town about the Serpent Trench, which not even sure which one it is, so let's just talk to a merchant. It's the easiest way to do it. Maybe even talk to the other one, just in case. There is nothing that this town sells that you need at this point in the game. Alright, let's see if he got a reply. I believe if it's not this house, it's the one up above. I think it's this house. There's a wounded soldier, and there's a letter. Another letter arrived. Could you bring it to me? Yoink. I can't find your favorite record. I thought if I played it, it might feel like you were here with me again. I'd do anything for Lola. If only I could move. Take the record? Alright, so now all we gotta do to send the record to her is just go find the post person. The one that parks right here. Come on. Oh, maybe not. Yes. Okay, well, that didn't happen the way I thought it would. Hey. Maybe I gotta go back to the inn, talk to someone. Oh, wait, no. It's talk to this person. That's right. Talk to this person. Hey. You can send a record for 500 gil. Send it. Alright. Go talk to the person out here about Serpent Trench. Yes. Alright, now go back to the house. See if the letter came. Nope, not yet. Alright, so go back out. We'll go talk to a shopkeep. It's possible that the Serpent Trench talk doesn't actually trigger it. It may just be shopkeepers. Essentially what we're supposed to be doing is allowing a passage of time so that the letter that we send gets to Lola, Lola reads it, and then sends one back. And they said that Lola is in Maranda, so it's possible that, you know, the Empire is restricting the passage of letters back and forth to other towns. Another letter arrived. Could you bring it to me? Right here. Mother is taken ill, and we can't afford to buy medicine. If only we had some more potion. I'd do anything for Lola. Okay, yeah. Now, it's important to note that even though she's asking for a potion, we don't actually have to buy a potion or use one from our inventory. Just send a letter. That's it. Spend the 500 bucks, send the letter. Talk to this person again. Yes, blah, 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 blah. Talk to another inn or shopkeep. You don't need to go to the inn. Again, if you are on the Veldt and you're trying to save some money, you can literally just go to the house on the backside of Mobliz and just sleep there for free. You never have to pay money to sleep in this town. Again, I believe the reason they did that is because that bed becomes more important later in the game when you come back to this town. But I'm not 100% on that. Oh, new letter. Yoink. I haven't heard from you for some time now, and I'm beginning to worry. I'd do anything for Lola, if only I could move. It's funny, there's a couple more things you have to do. I don't know what messaging is tied to this one. I guess I just respond back. Yeah, just send another letter. Okay. Alright, so there's only two more things, or one more thing we have to do after this. And then we're done with this side quest. Again, I think what they were intending for you to do was go out in the world, explore some, come back, do the next step, explore the world some more, come back. But there's a way to short circuit it. Save yourself a little time. Also, you get a decent item. I'm not going to say the most important one in the game. Oh. Yep. Alright, next letter. You mentioned a book in your last letter. Someday you'll have to let me read it too. See what he says. Nothing new. Let's go get that book sent out. Apparently they don't require you to actually get the book. The lady will just send any book. I assume this is a lady. Send a book for 500. Go ahead. Most expensive side quest in the game. That's not true. The auction house is way more expensive. Yes, I skipped talking to the Serpent Trench person. I think this may be the key to actually advancing this part of the process. So the book is the last thing we have to send. Now we just go talk to the wounded man in bed. And we should get our reward for all this busy work and spending $500 per shot for him. I heard you've been sending Lola all kinds of things in my name. I wish to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. And we received another penis-shaped wind chime. If you're lost, as we explained in a previous episode, I think it was the last episode, the tintinnabulum is a wind chime that was used in ancient Rome, and the shape of it was always either a person or an animal, or sometimes even just straight up a fully erect penis. I don't know why they decided that was a good idea to put in this game. Especially when any kid could have just looked up, what is a tintinnabulum? And you know books are not shy, especially dictionaries back in the day or encyclopedias, to put pictures in to show exactly what an object was. Alright, so what we can do now is we can go ahead and land. I don't know why I got back in the airship at this point. We don't need to. And spend a little bit of time just wandering around the Veldt, not only getting some AP for all of our characters, but also learning a couple of rages, as well as the possibility of running into a couple of enemies that may actually teach us some blue magic spells. In particular, I can speak. We want to run into the Trapper enemy out here. The Trapper enemy teaches 3 blue magic spells. I'm going to defend first and see if we need Goldbearer or Acrophes. I don't think we do. I think both of these are pretty old rages at this point. But the only way to find out is to look at the list and see what's in here. Acrophes is there. Goldbearer is not. So Leap. Leap, man! Get that Goldbearer. What is it going to teach me? Probably nothing valuable. Back to my wandering around the edge of the map. Shoot. This is a character that we really could have used Gal for. Well, no, we could do this. We could do this. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack and sketch one of them. So this enemy will teach a spell if we get it to work. It did not. I don't think that's going to turn him into an imp. That's fine. We'll go ahead and whittle these guys down a little bit. Uh-oh. Just fight. Whatever. The important part is we got to keep Realm from turning into an imp. There it is. So Roulette will teach Strago a spell, if he can learn it from that one interaction. Hopefully that was not tainted by the fact that he's an imp. We'll go ahead and attack the last one here. And sketch one more, just in case. Hopefully it doesn't cast Roulette on Strago. It did not. Cool. So he's human. That should mean he just learned Roulette. There it is. Okay. So that's one of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue magic spells that he can learn at this point in the game. If you are so inclined while you're playing the game, you can actually kit out one character with a bunch of equipment specific to being an imp and make them a pretty decent physical fighter, but you lose the ability to do any other abilities, cast any magic. All you can really do is fight and use items, so it's not a great option. We will go ahead and heal real quick. And someone learned another spell. Let's see what they learned. Was it you learning? Nope. Did you learn all the stuff in Seraph? Not yet. He's real close, though. Well, close with one of them. Did you learn all of Modouine? No, he didn't. So I don't know what happened there. It was probably Strago learning one of the spells. Oh, let's just fight. These are not tough enemies. At this point in the game, we can kill all of them one shot, even the weakest characters in my group. She's in the background, still killed that guy. Ouch. There's Gal. Alright, so there's another, let's see, another enemy that we can fight out here, Satellite, that will teach a blue magic spell called Discord. Satellite seems to be a very common occurrence out on the Veldt. It seems to take up its own slot as one of the random selections of mobs that you can fight. That one appears very often when you fight out here. All right, we already know this, so let's, you know what? Let's find that gold bear we just learned. Gold bear, gold bear. Gold bear. Wow, all the way at the bottom of the list. I think these guys may be strong at everything but magic, so let's go ahead and give them a little magic. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. It's alright. Just fight. We'll kill him. Did he change row? No, he didn't. Alright, so that was just in the fight. Not a big deal. Now, Intangir is a really risky rage to actually use if you get the character in your party. We've already learned Guard Leader, but this would have been a good opportunity if we hadn't. As I think I had discussed in a previous episode, Guard Leader allows Gao to use Wind Slash, which hits every enemy on the screen. And that should have done it. Yep, there we go. That's one of the very first bosses you fight in the game. Not the first. Technically, Whelp comes before that character. So I guess it would be, what, the second boss you fight in the game? You already know where we're at, so there's nothing gained here. Just go ahead and fight him. And there's an enemy we can go fight called Unseelie. We might, oh, perfect timing. All right. So let's see if anyone has Confuse in the party. Confuse. and then just defend. Defend. Because the Unseelies use Traveler, and if I'm not mistaken, Traveler is the move that the... Yeah, there it is. If I'm not mistaken, that's the attack that the Tonberries use, or Pugs in the original version of this game. There we go, learn Traveler. Cool. I wasn't 100% certain we'd be able to run into that enemy on the veldt, so I thought, hey, let's plan on leaving this area and going to fight them. They're out on the continent around South Figaro. It's one of those ones that I was complaining about, seeing random mobs of mechanics just wandering around in the field fighting people. They were put out of work by the Empire, and they were just looking for a fight. Although, I would say, if there's that many of them out on the veldt, maybe the problem isn't the fact that there's so many of them. Maybe it's that that town hired way too many people to be mechanics. Spritzer, and... I think I already had Spritzer. Such an early enemy to find. But I'm not seeing it. Interesting. How did I get this far without learning, like, one of the very first enemies in the game? Yeah, alright, I'll leap, whatever. Now watch, the next enemy is going to be Intangir, and he won't come back. There are a couple of enemy groups that we had fought in between the last time I was out on the veldt, and now we might find a couple of them before the end of the episode, but we've actually started running into lots and lots of mobs that we will have, that will have their own mob card, for lack of a better term, because it goes in groups. So, like, one region will have 3 different encounter types that you'll be able to see. Another region will have 3 or 4. One region may only have 1 that you'll ever see. They all fall into different card groups, and you rotate through them one at a time. I would assume Intangir's in a group all on his own, but I don't know. There's no way we have not already learned Silver Lobo and Guard. But let's find out. Guard is up on top. Silver Lobo's right there. Well, just go ahead and use it. Chomp. That seems like the most likely thing Gal would actually do in a fight, is he just run over and bite something. I've already learned all these, so there's nothing there that we can pick up. Go ahead and fight. Just go ahead and do it. Again, we're looking for a zombie dragon, an Intangir, and a satellite. Oh, and a trapper. So 4 enemies that we want to find out here. Satellite, trapper, Intangir, and zombie dragon. Intangir and zombie dragon, Gal can learn the rages for. Trapper and satellite, I think he already knows both of. But the only way to get the blue magic that they teach is to fight them. In the case of the Trapper, those spells are all randomly cast. I mean, we could try. We can just start having Gal start using those 2 characters in battle, but I don't think either of them do the spells. In the case of Satellite, I believe it uses Plasma. And Plasma is not a blue magic spell. Ghost and Poplium. I think he already knows both of those. Range. There's Ghost. And... no. Oh, there it is, Poplium. Alright, so the ones that we were talking about, Satellite and Trapper. Let's see if Satellite is on here. There's Satellite. We'll do Trapper, because Trapper has 3 spells that it casts, if I can find it. I wonder if I actually learned Trapper. That would be interesting. If I never learned it. I might not have learned it. I've fought it a couple of times out here, but I'm starting to think I've actually gone into multiple fights where Gal was gone, and I ran into the trapper enemy, and for whatever reason, the game just would not do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, see, a Sonic Boom's not going to do it. And I think you only ever cast the one spell when you're Gal. It's either physical attack or one ability or magic spell, and that's it. So if that's all it did, Satellite's not going to teach, or the Satellite Rage is not going to teach the blue magic spell. Bomb, I should know. Rage, bomb, 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 bomb. There's bomb. Alright, so we'll just do... failed answer. Sure, whatever. Dead. Easy fight. Now, there is one other issue at play here, but thankfully we may be at the perfect level to avoid this. The 3 spells that you can learn for Strago from a Trapper are all the level-based spells. Level 3 Confuse, Level 4 Flare, and Level 5 Death. The good news is, his current level, 29, is not a multiple of any of those spells. So this is a perfect opportunity to learn all 3 of them in one fight and not have him affected. The worst of the 3 there would have been Death, because if it actually works on Strago and he dies, I don't think he learns it. Now, the simple solution, I think, would be to cast Re-Raise on the character before it hits, but we're not going to take that chance. I think he knows all of these. Actinian, Anguiform, and what's the other one? Aspirin? All right, Anguiform, Aspirin, and it might have been... no, there it is, Actinian. So, nothing here we need to do. Let's go ahead and do Guard Leader since we have it. Win/done. Quick fight. Oh. And he cast Gigavolt. You know, as impressive a spell as that is upon cast, it really doesn't do that much damage, and that's kind of disappointing. Corporals. I think he already knows Corporals, but we'll double check. Corporal. There it is. Alright, so let's just do a stunner. I don't know what stunner is. In fact, I think all these are one-hit kills for the party right now. There may be one enemy, and only one enemy, that we have not fought and we cannot get back as a potential rage option on the Velt, and that would be the Magna Rotor. Magna Rotor is the enemy that you fight on the way out of the Magitech facility. Unfortunately, that sequence is scripted. You fight at certain intervals while you're riding along the railway, and you don't have any control over which groups you fight. You may fight the same repeated fight over and over and over. You may not see all 3 versions. There are 3 different types of Mag Rotor that you can fight during that sequence. If you don't see all 3 of them, they won't all 3 appear on the Velt. Some of them actually have some very useful spells. Unfortunately, I may have missed one of them. If we see another group of Magna Rotors out here, I may end up just trying to leap on it, even if it puts me at risk of missing another one that we could use. Yeah, it's unfortunate that both Gao and Strago require encounters with very specific either enemies or regions, just like Mog, but in this case maybe even more difficult to get all of them, in order to learn their abilities. In the case of course, Gao, you have to do it all on the Velt. fighting enemies out in the world just kind of happens. There's Sergeant Belzecu, so he already knows those. We'll do Bug, whatever. Even with Mog, you may end up just naturally going to the areas that you want to learn stuff in, just through the normal playthrough, and learn the spells. We took an episode to go and do all the ones that we could do in the World of Balance, and it took about an hour to finish. In the case of Gal, you could spend hours going through the Veldt. And because, unfortunately, you only see one enemy encounter per card, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think every time you reach a card, you can see multiple mobs from that card before you move to the next one. That could mean that you miss out on an enemy 3, 4, 5, 6 rotations before you actually encounter them, if ever. Meaning that you're going through 20, 30, 40 fights before you get a chance to learn that one enemy from a particular card. So that means that Gal, unfortunately, is the most grind-intensive of the characters to build up the way that you want to build up. For example, we've already done Bomb once. Why is it showing up again? That probably means whatever was going to appear on this card is no longer going to show up. Like, say, Grenade. If that was the card that Grenade existed on, we're not going to get Grenade this rotation. The only way I would get it is the next one. Or let's say that's the one Intangir is on. We might have just lost Intangir for this rotation. Already no Bug. Just go ahead and kill these guys, get it done. What we want is, we want the sealed gate enemies, and we want the Esper Cave enemies, because those, for certain, Gal has not learned any of. So it would be a good opportunity now to learn those. And then, of course, the ones that are going to help us learn blue magic, which we haven't seen yet, and unfortunately, Satellite may be gone for this rotation, because we definitely would have found it before now. Guard. The enemies are starting to go beyond what we can do in one hit, so I'll have to actually start using real attacks. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and write out the rest of the episode trying to learn some stuff for both of these characters. At the end of the episode, I will do some off-camera grinding to get what's left of their abilities, or as much as I feel like doing before I just give up and move on. Again, Strago, while it would be really nice to be able to learn those level-dependent spells, unfortunately, they're so situationally dependent that they're not that useful. And I just screwed up because I know I have not learned these enemies. I hope I can do it. Yep, here we go. Alright, cool. I think we're alright. Imperial Elite only occurs during the Banquet sequence in Vector. So if I hadn't leaped right there, I would have missed out on the opportunity. Unfortunately, that may mean that we are also coming up on some groups that Gal has not learned, which means we need him to get back as soon as possible. I'm going to save, just in case. I may cheese it a little bit if there's one enemy that we really want him back for and he doesn't come back. Adamant Carry, he has not learned. Let's do this. We'll sketch one. I think it's going to sneeze the enemy away. And if somehow they survive, we're going to blast with Aqua Breath. Oh, Blaster, that didn't hit. Yeah. I knew before that finished. That wasn't going to hit them. Come back out? Yes, very good. Alright, so he learned Adamant Carry, which I think is probably just going to teach him how to do Blaster. Again, all that Blaster does is it petrifies the enemy when it hits. And unfortunately, unless the enemy is human, most of the time it's going to miss. Most enemies are immune to being petrified. That's why Break is kind of a waste of a spell. Alright, come on, Intangir. I'll take some trappers even. Or Zombie Dragon. We gotta be coming up on that. Definitely don't know any of these characters, so we're going to have him leap again. As risky as this is, because we're getting right into the thick of enemies that we want to have him learn or be around for. Grenade would probably be one that he could have learned. Ouch. Oh no. Let's do Aqua Breath. Oh, well, never mind. It's over. And Saban may have just died. Yep. Oh, that's funny. But hey, Self-Destruct got learned. I think it's one that he had not picked up at that point. Well, obviously he hadn't, but we fought a bunch of bombs or whatever they were in the house that caught on fire in Thamasa, and we never saw one of them blow up. Phoenix down. Pop. Go ahead and heal up. So important to note, I cast that 5 times and fully healed Saban. I think if you use Cura, which is 25 magic points, it would not heal him fully. So again, if you're going for an economy of your spell use... Oh, no! Ah, crap. None of them know the spell. None of them know stop. Oh, what a punch in the groin. Yeah. We have no options here. If any of them knew stop, we would be able to do this. Unfortunately, none of them do. I can try slow, but I think all it's going to do is it's going to cause him to immediately do Meteor and hit us. Ah, missed. There we go, see? This is just going to keep happening because it's a triggered response where he'll immediately go back to sleep. Yeah. And you don't know any magic, so it's all on Saban to do the work here. Unless Strago knows any heal spells. I don't know if he actually... He probably does now. Yeah, he does. Alright, so we'll have Strago do the healing going forward. And Saban doing the physical, or doing the slow. Alright. Slow. Attack. I don't think there's any spell Strago can do that will actually cause damage. We can try. Ah, well, it's not gonna matter. Revenge Blast might do it. But now I need to heal. This is probably a wasted effort. We really needed Gao to be here so he could just leap on the enemy and that be done with it. Yeah, see, it's just going to keep doing that. So, all right, we're at the 59-minute mark. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and end the episode here. Even if I could manage to get Intangir killed, it's a roll of dice whether or not Gao comes back. And clearly, I'm just not going to be able to hit the enemy enough times. We have to be able to stop him versus slowing him down, because he'll just do an attack and then re-disappear. And trying to hit the enemy with Vanish Cast will have the same effect. He'll do Meteor while he's invisible. So that's going to do it for episode 18. Again, I think what I'll do off camera is we'll just do a little more grinding for the various rages that Gao can learn up to this point, as well as the blue magic that we're trying to get for Strago. Depending on how much progress or how little progress I make, I may just say, screw it, let's just move on to the floating continent. Again, that's the point of no return for the world of balance. So if there's anything else missing, you have to do it now, or you will lose those opportunities for the rest of the game. pretty much everything changes once you go into the World of Ruins. So that's going to do it for episode 18 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.